Good morning and welcome to today's Bank of Canada summary. What a week we've had. Let's start with yesterday. The US Fed did something yesterday they haven't done since October of 2008. October 2008, I feel like there was something important going on in the world. Oh yeah, Lehman Brothers going bankrupt and the total meltdown of our financial system. Right, that's not good. Well, what did the US Fed do? Well, the Fed had a scheduled rate announcement for 2 weeks from now. They had an emergency rate announcement yesterday. Instead of dropping rates by 0.25%, they dropped them by 0.5%. That's not good. Fast forward to today. The Bank of Canada also dropped rates by 0.5%, something we haven't done since spring of 2009. I mean, there's precedents for this kind of thing, but they're not very encouraging. So why did they do this? Well, unless you've been living under a rock, you know that the coronavirus is starting to be felt around the world. Regardless of whether you think this is overblown hype or legitimate concern, I mean, the reality is it brought China's economy to its knees. China consumes about half the world's resources. That poses a problem for a commodity-based nation like ours. But what can central banks really do for that? I mean, they're not buying plane tickets. They're not buying oil. They're not going and booking conferences and hotels. Earlier in the week, we saw the Bank of Japan come in with $500 billion worth of liquidity injections. The Aussie dollar dropped rates by a quarter point. And similar to the US, I mean, both those markets went up a little bit and then they dropped back down. So what we're starting to see are central banks starting to lose their ability to control and impact markets and growth. So what happens from here? Is this the last rate drop we'll see? I mean, anyone who's been following these videos know that since last summer, I've been expecting rate drops. And that was before coronavirus. I mean, the US has this dollar shortage issue that they're trying to deal with. And I think rates are going to zero in the US and around the world. That was before coronavirus. So you add that on top of everything. And, you know, again, regardless of if you think this is, just the common flu and it's overblown or what have you. I mean, I've been following this since mid-January. And what was pretty evident back then is how contagious this virus really is. And anyone who knows how exponential growth works could see how quickly something like this could overwhelm a country's resources and their healthcare. So that, I think, is the big risk at home. So in summary, Bank of Canada, big move today. The loonie is weak. Business investment is weak. Bond yields, which are what fixed rates are based on, are either at or near all-time lows. The picture isn't pretty, and this could just be the beginning. If you have any questions about this, feel free to get in touch. But I'm Ryan, and have a great day. Ciao.